Hello, I hope you all are doing good. Thank you for joining me. Today's reading is what is the gossip on you, okay? Is there any gossip on you? Okay, we'll see. We do have four groups for you to choose from. We have group one, the amethyst crystal, group two, the peacock's ore, and group three, the fusite crystal, group four, the rose quartz crystal. Okay, so group one, two, three, and four. If you do want to take some time so that you can choose your group, feel free, but I will see you all in your readings. Okay, if you've chosen the first group, the amethyst, then this reading is for you. What is the gossip on you? And I'll start with your tarot cards. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups upright, and we also have the Nine of Pentacles upright. So the gossip on you is that you would make a good partner. Some people are wondering whether you are in a new relationship or not. They talk about whether you'll be getting married to this new person or whether you'll be getting married soon. People talk about someone being in love with you, or if you're in a relationship, they talk about the person you're with being in love with you and that you guys make a good match and that you guys have the potential to get married. Maybe you already are married and they say that you have a really, lovely relationship to this person. For some of you, this isn't really about a romantic relationship, but it's about another meaningful and loving relationship in your life. Say for example, between you and a friend, or you and a sibling, or you and a child, you and your parents, who knows. But they talk about a relationship that you have that is very meaningful and loving. They talk about you and this person being a good team, but this doesn't feel like it's in a romantic way. People gossip about you being emotionally mature, very mature and balanced in general, not only emotionally. So it does feel like there is someone or a few people gossiping about how you would be compatible with someone that they know. And they talk about introducing you and this person. The person talking about this could be a friend, an acquaintance. Either you haven't known this friend or acquaintance for a long time, or you don't know them very well, even if you have known them for, quite some time. But they talk about how you treat people fairly in a way where you don't look down on anyone. And if you are not in a relationship, people say that you are so discerning when it comes to love, that you are bound to find your soulmate because of how discerning you are or can be. They say that they don't really see you settling for, good enough, for a few. This is that your discernment in love has led you to someone already. Like if you are in a serious relationship right now, um they feel like your discernment has led you to someone that you are extremely compatible with, someone that could or is your soulmate. But people talk about how you treat people with respect, you treat people fairly. People gossip about you being very attractive. They talk as well about how happy you make people feel. It's like you're a pick me up for some people. Um, and this feels like for people in general, but also the people who do talk about you, you know. And I feel like these are mostly family, friends, colleagues, clients that talk about you, like the people you are in contact with or, come across quite frequently. So people, if you are in a relationship, people do talk about you being happy and in love. But if this is referring to another meaningful relationship, then they talk about you being happy and content with this person, or that you guys just get along very well. For others of you, though, they talk about wanting to see you being in love and being happy and being in a solid relationship if you're not in a relationship. So they do gossip about how attractive you are, even though you may, dress down or not care so much about looks and appearance, or you just do you. They talk about how gorgeous you look regardless. There are a few people gossiping about how they have a connection with you, like a psychic, emotional, or a mental connection. It's almost like a connection that they can't fully make sense of. It's a bit confusing to them. Like, say, for example, they could see you in their dreams quite often, or, for some reason they feel like they have this intuitive connection to you. It's just like, oh, I would love to see so and so. And then, oh, there you are. You either call or you text or they run into you. So, yeah, people feel like they do have this unexplainable connection to you. So yeah, people also talk about your success, about you being self-reliant. They talk about how mysterious and wise you are or can come across. They do talk about how intelligent you are as well. They say that you carry yourself beautifully, carry yourself with respect as well. They also gossip about how good you are with money, how you manage your money, while also being so generous to other people as well, or specific people in your life. There are people saying that you do enjoy your freedom in some way. This doesn't really feel like I like to be alone, or I like to, I don't know, but it just feels like, hmm. Maybe they kind of just assume or they feel that you don't like to be tied down. But again, this may not be in terms of relationships, or it just feels like in another kind of way. I hope that makes sense, but I can't really explain it. And there are some people who do talk about how they would love to be around you more, to be able to spend more time with you. People also gossip about the things that you buy. This could be something that you've purchased for yourself recently. It could be something big, maybe in the last few months. But people just talk about your purchases in general. But this doesn't even feel like it's in a hater kind of way. Some are jealous, but it doesn't really feel that deep, if I'm being honest. So people also talk about you both being masculine and feminine. They talk about how graceful and how gentle you are. They also say that you're self-focused, but that you're not selfish. Let me do these ones. So we have you are being shady, watch out, something could get ugly. Let me see what that's about. So they do gossip about someone in particular who is like hating on you, someone who could be a bit shady towards you, someone who maybe doesn't say the nicest things to you, but people look at this person and think that this person is like a hater, so they don't really pay this person much attention. And it also feels like you don't pay this person much attention either. So it feels like you're quite unbothered when it comes to this person. It feels like you may not be too aware of who this person would be. Let me see something. it feels like it will kind of surprise you if you did find out who this person would be, who this person was. But it feels like even if you did find out, like it wouldn't bother you much. So this person could be a male that's older than you in your family that could, um, you know, kind of maybe, let me see what it is. They just don't really have the nicest things to say about you, or they may downplay you, or whatever it is that you do, something about your life. But yeah, it feels like you wouldn't really care even if you did find out who this person was. We also have you need a good cry. So it feels like people actually talk about you honoring your emotions. They don't talk about you hiding your emotions. It's like you feel how you feel when you feel it. I'm hearing that song, It's My Birthday and I Could Cry If I Want to. So maybe you're someone who, cries when you're happy, when you cry when you're laughing. Maybe you do cry when you're sad as well. But people do talk about how you maybe don't hide your emotions, or you don't feel the need to hide your emotions. Do you have more from this card? So we also have stop obsessing. You are not the center of the universe. Let's see what that's about. So people do gossip about you being obsessive over someone, over something, but they feel like you have like good intentions behind it, with the Four of Pentacles coming out as well. It almost feels like you either want the best for this person, or you want the best outcome in a situation, so that you can be quite I don't know if obsessive is the right word, but you can be quite on top of it, like in control of it. People also talk about you thinking quite highly of yourself as well. So we also have forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. So there is someone talking about how someone else needs to let go of any resentment, any animosity or anger, um, you know, dissatisfaction that they may have with you, even if this is related to the past. Like they feel like this person needs to just kind of let it go at this point, find forgiveness so that they can heal and move on, so that they're not, keep living in the past when it comes to you. Like they gossip about someone who is quite obsessed about you. We also have ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. So there's someone who is talking a lot about how they can't wait until you get married. Some of you are already engaged, some of you may not be, but regardless, people are talking about how they can't wait for you to settle down, or if you've already found your person, they say they can't wait for you both to make it official, if that's something you both decide to do. But it feels like they're really excited about a celebration that is coming up, or a potential celebration, or something that they want to happen. But that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful, make sense, be helpful, yeah, resonate. But I'm wishing you all the best. Okay, be good and be safe. Take care. Hey, if you've chosen the second group, the Peacock's Oar, then this reading is for you. The person on... No, we're not doing that. What is the gossip on you? Maybe you're asking about someone specific, but we'll see. All right, so what is the gossip on you at the moment? So we have the Hangman reverse. We also have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so the gossip on you is that you are detaching from someone, or it seems like you're detaching from someone, or maybe from, a group of people. This could be someone who is quite emotional. They talk about you being quite cold to someone else in your life as well. Actually, this could be referring to the same person. And the gossip on you is that you are a very complicated person, and that your intentions or your actions are at times difficult to understand. People say you left someone hanging out to dry, but it doesn't feel as though there's much judgment around you doing this. Maybe they think you did the right thing in leaving this person hanging. Um, if I'm honest, it doesn't really feel like people gossip about you too much or too often. It feels like you aren't really a big topic of discussion for people right now, or just you are, but not a big topic, just in minor ways. People do say that it seems like you're finding it hard to move forward in your life, and that you don't follow through on things, maybe goals you've set for yourself, maybe plans that you have with other people. Um, for some of you, they say that you talk a lot about the things that you want to do, the goals that you have, and that sometimes, well, or in their perspective, that you can be, talk, but sometimes no action. And it feels like some people are understanding of why that is, or maybe they don't see the efforts that you do actually put in. They talk about how you are working hard right now as well. People gossip about you seeming a bit stagnant, that there appears to be little growth in your life, or a certain situation that you could be dealing with, or that, things seem a bit repetitive from the outside looking in. And I want to clarify that people who do talk about you, it doesn't feel like they are saying these things in a negative way. It's just like an observation, like just their, maybe limited perspective on what they do know about you, or what information you do share with them. But they do talk about how talented you are, but for whatever reason, you can't put your talents to use right now. They talk about your skills and your talents maybe being wasted. Maybe you're working really hard, or you're focused on other things right now. They say that you are experiencing a lot of delays as well. People also gossip about growing impatient with you. This feels like maybe a specific person or a specific group of people. They are growing impatient in terms of, getting clarity from you, or you giving them clarity, or you coming to a decision. People also gossip about you not being generous, but not in a way where they think you're selfish. It doesn't feel like people talk about you being selfish, but they think your lack of generosity does boil down to trust. They also say you find it hard to show appreciation. And for some of you, this could be about you being redirected in life. Maybe they feel like this redirection was a good thing for you, but maybe they feel like you don't see it. Well, say for example, you broke up with someone, but you miss them. In their perspective, the people who talk about you, they feel like it was a blessing in disguise, but maybe you don't realize it yet. Could also be about something that you are more aware of, but yes. So this is the only group who have three of the same colored cards. So maybe pink can be significant. Maybe there's another meaning behind that for some of you. So we have drop the ego. Yeah, so for some of you, there are people or someone gossiping about your ego getting in the way of something. Again, it's like something could have happened. They could see it as a blessing in disguise, but they feel like you aren't appreciating it or you feel conflicted about it. Or you're like stuck or stagnant in some way, but if they feel like it's just your ego kind of getting in the way of something, okay? So we also have you're the shit. Don't forget it. So people gossip about you being successful, people gossip about you being talented, but people also talk about how you may not be seeing this, you may not be utilizing it right now, or you just don't feel it's like someone could see you as extremely beautiful, but they feel like you don't see yourself as beautiful as they see you, you know? But yeah, do you have more from this card? Yeah, there's some people talking about how you need to be more confident in yourself, maybe your plans, your goals, your whatever it maybe your talents, you know? Do you have more from this? Yeah, people talk about you being a super cool person, but maybe you're hiding or you don't see it. Maybe you're keeping to yourself right now. We also have stop talking. Um, close your mouth and listen is what it says at the back. So the gossip on you is that you don't talk so much anymore. Maybe you seem a bit more quiet lately or recently. Or maybe you completely stopped talking to someone and people are talking about how you've stopped talking to this person, or the person you stopped talking to is talking about how you've shut them out. So we also have spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. So the gossip on you is either that you're very spiritual or very religious, or you're part of a very important group. Do you have more from this? So people also talk about you needing, in their perspective again, about you needing to be more friendly or make new friends, or encourage the relationship you have with existing friends. And finally, we have prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. So there are a few people talking about how they hope that there is a positive shift for you, that they hope that things do get better for you, because they do see you as being maybe, not content, uninterested, or they kind of just see you living in a way, again, in their perspective, it may not be true, but living in a way that makes you not satisfied or makes you not happy, or you're all work and no play, something like that. But they do hope that there is a positive shift for you. But that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful. But I'm wishing you all the best, okay? Be good, be safe, take care. Hi, if you've chosen the third group, the Fusite crystal, then this reading is for you. I'll start off with your tarot cards. Alright, so we have the Ace of Swords, and we also have the Moon upright. Okay, so the gossip on you is that you're quite secretive. People or someone or a few people are talking about how they would love to get through to you or have some kind of breakthrough in their connection to you. There are a few people like talking about how they would love to get you to open up, or they would love for you to maybe feel comfortable enough to open up to them. There is someone saying that you see through people or you just saw through them. They talk about how discerning you are. They talk about how assertive you are. For some of you, though, this feels like your assertiveness is in a it is in non-verbal ways. So you could be quite as assertive in terms of your presence, and that's what people talk about. Maybe they talk about how you do have a strong presence. They also gossip about how you seem very aware of your surroundings. This could be that you just seem very aware in general. Maybe they kind of say that you're always switched on, like you notice a lot, or they feel like you notice a lot and that you're kind of just taking things in, that you can be very analytical, even for some of you guys. So they also talk about you being emotional, or they think you're emotional, but this doesn't feel like, they don't say it in a way where you show your emotions very often. They could feel like you hide these emotions, or you have like a lid on it, but you do feel a lot, and that you can be sensitive or you can be emotional, and that you can be reactive, but maybe you keep control of it. And that's what they talk about. They talk about you being driven as well. They gossip about you being impulsive, moving fast, or but this feels like it's in calculated ways. Like you can be calculated and impulsive at the same time. Maybe you are someone who's able to take calculated risks, and that's what people talk about. They talk about how successful you will be. They say, in their opinion, they talk about how you fantasize a lot. They also say that you may have a lot of fears. They gossip about your confidence as well. They say that you may not have that much confidence, or that you may be slightly insecure. But they talk about how people or a specific person, how that person is obsessed with you. They think that you may be aware of who this person is, but they think that you stay away from them, or that you're quite guarded when it comes to them. So people gossip about you being quite protected. Maybe they feel like you're quite blessed. But they talk about how sharp you are, or how sharp you seem to them. And they gossip about you feeling conflicted about someone as well. This is not a friend. Maybe, yeah, this could be referring to a family member for some of you guys. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles came out in reverse, so it could be a woman. Page of Pentacles also came out, so it could be someone younger than you as well. And Temperance, so they could be a family member. But yeah, they say that you're quite conflicted, Two of Swords, that you can't make up your mind about them. They could say that you're worried about creating a conflict with this person, so that could be why they think you're conflicted. Wait, hold on. So we also have strict. For some of you, the gossip on you is that you can be quite strict, or they assume you're quite strict with someone. We also have proud. So there are people talking about how you could be proud of yourself, maybe proud of an achievement or proud of something personal that's happened for you, or that you could just be quite a proud person in general. For others, this feels like an and or situation, so it could definitely be both. But for some of you, people talk about how proud they are of you as well. So we also have stubborn. So for some of you, people could gossip about you being stubborn or you seeming stubborn. Okay, so we have step away from the crazy diet for a hot second. Basically, healthy food tastes like ass. Okay, not if you do it right. Okay, so let me see. So some people are gossiping about how maybe health is really important to you, but they feel like you need to treat yourself as well. And this may be about health, this could be about work, but maybe you need to do some fun stuff as well. It could be about eating, it could be about exercising, but also making time for, like, treats, and not totally restricting yourself from something. So we have something is about to get real. You need your people around you. So the gossip about you, like some people are gossiping about how you may need support or that they feel like you may need support at some point. This doesn't feel like you actually need support, but it's like in their perspective, they're hoping that you need support, so maybe that you can lean on them or that you end up reaching out to them. Or maybe something happened that you're not aware of, and for whatever reason, they feel like you would need their support because of this thing that you're unaware of? So we have get outside, move your behind. So there are some people gossiping about you not socializing a lot, maybe recently. Um, but yeah, they talk about how you need to get out more. We also have socialize or join in. Okay. So we have make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. Yeah, so people do gossip and, say that they would love for you to socialize a bit more, maybe, socialize with them, maybe answer their calls or reach out to them, ask them to go out somewhere. And finally, we have be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and you need time to heal and recover. So the gossip on you is that you are really, taking the steps to heal. You're really taking the steps to recover. Maybe in order to do this, you have shut off some kind of people. Maybe you shut off, where you used to go, maybe what you used to eat. It feels like you are maybe taking the steps to get control of your life. Maybe you are being gentler with yourself. Maybe you are trying to heal. You are trying to recover. And that's what people talk about. But some people are talking about how they feel left out because of that. But that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful. But I'm wishing you the best, okay? Be good and be safe. Take care. Hi, if you've chosen the fourth group, the rose quartz, and this reading is for you. The person, or no, we're not doing. I don't know why I keep saying that. Maybe some of you are asking about a specific person or a specific group of people. But what is the gossip on you? All right. So we do have the Nine of Wands in reverse, and we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So people do gossip and talk about how you seem to be in quite a cold, cool energy right now. The gossip is on you is that you are feeling quite defeated, or you seem to be, you seem quite defeated. They talk about you being emotional. They say that they think you are repeating past mistakes as well. Let me see. This doesn't feel like it's referring to a person. For some of you, this past mistake could be referring to gossiping. So that could be what they feel like you're repeating. Maybe something happened in the past, and in terms of gossiping about something or someone, and it kind of backfired, or I don't know, maybe a drama or conflict came from that situation, whatever it may be. But yeah, they think that you haven't learned from the past in that regards, okay? They are also saying that they hope you don't give up, even though you may not be feeling great right now. They hope that doesn't stop you. For, I don't know if it's for fighting for something or with a goal, or that you just don't feel like defeated for like a long period of time. Maybe you feel like that, but they don't want it to be a consistent theme. They don't want you to kind of linger in that energy, basically, even though it's quite normal to feel defeated if that's something that you're experiencing. They talk about you not being persistent anymore and not wanting to face your challenges. They talk about you wanting to avoid your problems or avoid a specific problem that you can be having. And they gossip about you losing your passion, like losing your confidence, or like losing your fire. If some of you are naturally quite fiery, full of pizzazz, they feel like, I don't know, they kind of just feel like that fire within you is like dwindling almost, you know? Um, in their perspective at least. They say that you seem more chill now, but they find it quite sad. Maybe you're someone who's, like not chill at all, maybe you're someone who's quite bubbly and tenacious and, whatever it may be, but they see you now and they kind of just see that you feel defeated, and you seem a bit more somber than you usually do, and it makes them feel sad. They do talk about how it seems like you have really been through a lot. They say that you seem a lot more vulnerable now as well. Yeah, they really do hope you find that fire again. See, let me pull some of these ones. What is the gossip on you? So we have mercurial, unpredictable. So people do gossip about you being unpredictable. Maybe in general and not so much about what's going on with you now. We also have extroverted. So yeah, people do talk about how you were very extroverted in the past. You had no chill. Maybe you were quite passionate, fun, charming, outgoing, whatever it was, okay? But people kind of see you being the opposite of that now. We also have doubtful. Yeah, so people talk about how it seems that you're more doubtful these days. It's almost like you're losing confidence in yourself, which they don't like to see. And we also have unfriendly. Yeah, so people do gossip about you seeming or just not being in the friendliest of energies right now. And maybe you not wanting people or certain people around you at the moment as well. So what is the gossip on you? So we have, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that ish done. What does that say on the back? If you are waiting for a sign, here it is. So yeah, the gossip on you is that you can't give up. They don't want you to give up. With the chariot, they want you to keep pushing forward. They want you to be aggressive. They want you to be forceful. They do see you as being kind of somber at the moment, but they don't want you to maybe keep waiting. Um, they want you to like save yourself. It's like you're drowning, but you could just be floating, but they want you to swim to somewhere instead of just floating, if that makes sense. So we also have, don't believe every shitty thought that you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying, assholes. So the gossip on you is that you're either believing the not nice things that people have said about you, you're believing maybe the not nice things that you're saying about yourself, and they kind of like, people are talking about, or a specific person is talking about how they wish you would just snap out of it. Obviously, like, I know I'm not going to get into that. I know it's, obviously not that easy sometimes, but they kind of don't want you to listen to the negativity. They don't want you to put yourself down as well. They do want you to feel uplifted and be in a more uplifted energy and spirit. But yeah, that's what they gossip about. We also have eat your veggies. But I feel like they want you to get healthy. They want you to like not only feed your body like nutritious things, but they want you to feed your mind with positive things. They want you to feed your spirit with positive things instead of, maybe, I don't know if focusing on the negative is the right way to phrase it, but they do want you to heal. They want you to, let me see. Yeah, they want you to do what's right for you. They don't want you to give up on yourself. So we also have let yourself sparkle and shine. So the gossip on you is almost like you were born to be a big spirit. Like, I don't know if someone kind of tried to pour water on your flame. Maybe, I don't know if it just maybe life experiences, I don't know, but they look at you and they see someone who was meant to be great, who's meant to be loud and vivacious or confident. But yeah. And don't let those people win. Like, it feels like some people could be happy that you're in this energy right now, okay? And obviously, like, they don't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but don't let them win, okay? Um, but yeah, anyways. We also have ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open up your heart to new love. So the gossip on you is that people or someone specific is talking about how they would love for you to heal. They would love for you to maybe be open to love again. For some of you, maybe they feel like you're in the process of healing and you will be in the ready to love again, or allow good things into your life. Maybe take healthier steps for yourself. It doesn't only have to be in terms of love. It could be family love, friendship love. But let me see. But people do talk about you maybe not being ready to let that in right now. And they could be quite understanding of why that is. But that is all I have. I do hope this reading could be helpful. I really wasn't going to do this reading as well, but I do hope this could be helpful to someone. And I'm wishing you the best, okay? Take care of yourself, be good and be safe.